Hello, people of the internet. This is Crasher05 reporting live. It's been a while since I've actually been doing this whole thing right over here. And recently we actually had a trailer for, or more specifically, the Nintendo Direct, or the Mario Direct, celebrating his 35th anniversary. And you know what that means. It's time to talk about Smash Brothers. What? I can't talk about this one? Well, I've actually been saving this one, but there has been a few complications about trying to make this list possible right over here. Not planning on lying, I have actually been planning this since last year, but a few complicated messes actually happened to me, and it's actually been a little bit overdue onto my schedule right over here, so why don't we actually just kick back and relax and try to talk about the 64 eras right over here. Yes, I said 64, because I wanted to focus on the characters that actually is on the Nintendo 64, before we actually had Ultimate. Anyway, let me explain my personal rules, please. Let me do it. Only characters that appeared back in 64. No characters that have been cut are allowed in anyway, because they have been removed and put into the later games. So, respect the life choices that happened back then, and this is a big and, how they play back then compared to now would not be the Smash Ultimate list, because it's a list of how they actually did back then. But how they do on the Ultimate will be different from where they are, but I won't bring them onto the biggest roster here yet, because it's way too big for now. No. That's for later. So, let's smash. Number 10. Fox. It's hard deciding who to put on, but here you go. Fox is an okay character. Sure, he's a bit heavy and too agile for my liking, but he's strong and fast and can reflect projectiles. And he's on fire! I don't play as him as much, I admit, but I respect Fox mains who are insane on one-on-one. Seriously, I could never win against melee players. Have you seen those beasts? But even so, Fox is alright back then. And sure, I'm not a huge Star Fox fan, but I respect him as any other fan who can be dangerous in the right hands and players. Until then, Fox is number 10 on my list, so good job, Fox. You're the start of my list. Let's go.
Fox wins! Mission complete.
Number 9. Samus. Yep, it's Metroid. Wait. It's Samus, the bounty hunter, in space. Sure, I never got to play Metroid, but I did actually play a little bit and it's kinda freaking, not gonna lie. But we see fans who like to play the games, and she is a cool character. Plus, she is actually female in her first game because we never questioned her gender. Which is kinda weird when we think about it, but things aside, she is heavy with that armor, and her arm cannon, which packs a punch, can be harmful if you're not careful. Seriously, that thing can actually punch a hole right in front of you. She has a charge shot that will destroy you if you're in the line of sight. And she'll frickin' destroy you if you're wanted, so good luck. You'll need it. Sure, she's not my fave, but I respect those who understand her for what she had to do. I salute you, Samus users. Now go and fight for what you believe in.
Samus wins!
Number 8. Yoshi. Yoshi is an interesting character, that's for sure, but he's kinda annoying with his dare attack, not gonna lie. Oh, what I mean by dare? I mean down air attack. If he actually keeps kicking you with his flutter kicks right over there, that will actually be destroyingly stupid. However, his egg-laying techniques can make and break people because he can be annoying, but his shield is unique. That's for sure. However, what can be his strength has a weakness. His bear, which is special and air, is not able to get him back on stage because he throws eggs instead of going to the stage, but he gets a boost before he goes down. Yoshi is cool, so don't get down, Yoshi. I like you, so let's go.
Yoshi wins!
Number 7. Pikachu. Pikachu is a cute Pokemon, but that's for sure. And he's dangerous if he gets shocked and get beaten up by his cute little head. But he's light and quick on his feet, plus his attacks are no joke. Seriously, he became a spamming character by most players, sure. However, I like Pikachu because he's cute and adorable. But he's kinda difficult for me to use since I'm not used to small and light characters. But Pikachu is my favorite Pokemon back at the 64 days. So, I choose you, Pikachu! Use Thunder!
Pikachu wins!
Number 6. Donkey Kong. He's a beast. He's the king of the jungle and very fashionable necktie. And strong to the punch, but he's slow and weird to control for me because I didn't know how to play him that much back then, because I was a scrub. But as I grew, I began learning towards heavy characters, because I like to smash people out of the stage. I did think his expressions are weird, back onto the new days, but in the original, he's not very expressive as most people actually see him to be. But he is funny, plus it was like in this game. Let's go, DK! Donkey Kong!
Donkey Kong wins!
Number 5. Link, the hero of the wild. Oh wait, wrong hero. The hero of time. Yes, he's another version of Link that has arrived after his adventure from Ocarina of Time. Onto the Nintendo 64 days, he actually uses his boomerang, including his bombs, including having a hero spin. But what's interesting is that his hero spin doesn't actually seem to recover that much back in the 64 days. He is very powerful on the ground, but his versatility is not actually that good. But however, he is actually strong with his double slash attacks if you actually plan it correctly. And also, he was very OP back onto the time when he actually uses his jabs attacks. Not gonna lie, that was actually an interesting time before he actually begins to be upgraded from Twilight Princess hero to the Breath of the Wild hero. And yes, he did actually just lose some abilities around his transitions. However, he is actually unique because he actually changed from one hero into another hero of the incarnation. And honestly, most people actually just thought that he's actually the same hero, but no, there are different times. You should look it up. And as for the hero of time, I'm going to be playing my ocarina in honor of him.
Link wins!
Number 4. Kirby. Yep, Kirby is a good character to use, and easy to use since he is a character that has a simple yet good games to play. However, he can copy any character's special abilities when he inhales any fighter, but he only uses one special. When that happens, you need to think what abilities to have and which to discard by taunting. But Kirby has his own powers from his own games. His up special lets him use the cutter's ability slice up and down. His down special has a stone ability that hurts so much. And even though he can actually float, he can't keep flying forever, since it'll be unfair. Even so, he's light and can be easily knocked out fast if he keeps on being a piñata right over there. So you have to keep your distance if you're badly hurt. But Kirby is a good fighter, and I don't know why, but new players seem to find him easy to use, which is okay. After all, new players need to understand, so take your time. Have fun with the pink puffball.
Kirby wins!
Number 3. Luigi. Luigi has been player 2 for a long time, and I mean heck, he was an Echo Fighter when the series was released back then. He's almost like his brother in any way, but his jump is higher and his jump punch is a devastating attack if he gets close to you when he does his up special. He also has the spin attack, and even though he's actually back onto the 64, he's almost identical onto Mario in every aspect. The only thing that actually make the two stand apart onto Melee is that he actually has chop attacks, dash attacks, and many others to speak of. And he was actually slippery even when we actually just managed to make him stop. Even though he was actually an Echo onto 64, his legacy actually begins at becoming an independent character. He no longer becomes the Echo Fighter in Smash anymore. Even though he actually changed a little bit onto almost drastically, he actually becomes his independent character. But in 64, he's regarded as the forever Echo Fighter. He's amazing in his own battles and he always wants to be with his brother. So far so good, it's time to begin on Luigi's Mansion. Number 2. Mario. It's him! Mario! Mario has always been my favorite hero since back in the SNES days for me because I played Super Mario All-Stars since I was a kid. And you bet I was surprised at seeing Smash 64 with many Nintendo mascots fighting each other and they look like toys before they came alive. Mario is awesome to use since he feels balanced and easy to control. He's not big nor small, so he's just light on his feet and doing sick combos if you're good at racking them and like it's no problem. But it's hard to pull off combo, but who cares? I like playing this character ever since I played Mario games. His specials are based on his adventure, Super Jump Punch, except it's just normal, Fireballs, except it bounces and doesn't stray in the air, unlike his brothers. And Mario Tornado. Of course, it actually stays in 64 in Melee, but when it comes to Brawl, it actually replaces Flood, and so forth. Yeah, it was actually a little small change right over there, but his Dare has a special now. But it's just an attack. Even so, he's my favorite to play ever since I learned to play video games.
Mario wins.
Honorable mentions. Wouldn't be right if I left him out, so let's start with the balloon. Jigglypuff. I admit the Pokemon is not my favorite character because it's a joke character. A joke character! So explain to me how Melee players became dangerous people with this character alone. The only thing that prevents me from playing this character is the lack of recovery and the insta-death shield it has. Because it is so light, it flies off the stage, and when its shield shattered, it flies itself off the stage at the start. And hopefully I can play with this Pokemon well like the other floaty characters soon. And on that, let's focus on the second character, Captain Falcon. He's fast and strong, but he's way too much for me to handle. And he's a serious character. And like Jigglypuff onto Melee and so forth, I don't play serious with this guy. I need to say this so everyone should know I never played F-Zero. But even if I play it, I don't think this game is for me. But that's just me. However, he's not recognizable to me, despite that he has many fans that want him to be more represented for his games. Only time will tell. The only thing I like about him is his attacks. Falcon Punch! Falcon Kick! Okay, I'll stop. And now, on to number 1.
Jigglypuff wins. Captain Falcon wins.
Number 1. Ness. Okay, so you see a boy who seems out of place, but seeing him coming into the stage looking well done? Now that's something you don't see every day. But if you remember playing Earthbound, which was poorly advertised, why is that a thing? If you don't, I can't blame you. If you just play the character that has actual psychic powers, it's weird, but he feels like he fits in just nicely because of his attacks. His PK Fire burns, his PK Thunder is a strange recovery, and his PSI Magnet that heals his damage by absorbing energy projectiles. And that's not all, folks. Since Nez is a kid, he uses a bat and a yo-yo as his smash attacks. Makes you wonder how dangerous they can be. They hurt like crazy. Don't get near a baseball player with his bat. Nez has always been my favorite character, and always will be in my main onto the 64, and secondary on so forth. Sure, I didn't play the game, but I wanted to play it because of him, and it's fantastic.
Ness wins.
Man, I wrote a lot on this script right over here. And that'll be it onto the Nintendo 64 list right over here. And yeah, it's a lot to specify on these guys, and it's just one game. And I haven't touched the rest of the cast yet, but I'll try to get onto them soon. So, this is Crasher05, and I had a rough time trying to find how many they resonate with me back onto the Nintendo 64. And I had to play the game again because that had me introduced to the first crossover series that I love. Now, if you excuse me, I'm gonna learn how to play Joker. And the others. It's been a while, okay?
Are you kidding me?